and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Bridgewater. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, it's gone. Going up top. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins, 41 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Take four. Get ready. Wide Eddie. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Way 90.
Back to the ground. Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Cook able to escape. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, Anderson. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now Goff on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On the run, Dunbar. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They run it again with Anderson. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They give it to Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Wait, Tiger! Tiger! No. Tiger!
They go play action. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Murray, strong running. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run it again with Cook. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A give. This is Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Oh, nice move. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. That was second down run for Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, Murray. They find some open field here. Murray, strong running. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That good for 22 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
To throw on second down is gone. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, gone. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time. Yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Forbath out to kick this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They gain.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Handoff comes to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Murray. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and 5. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down following the incompletion. Now a run with Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the 1st down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate.